Provavelmente na sua localização parece haver um helicóptero hostil. Na sua localização tem um helicóptero. Norte de onde você está, parece haver um soldado hostil. Aviso, perdemos o objetivo dela. Visual, вражеский jet.
Boats and culture. They sort of never really went extinct because their descendants were the other species of Homo like Homo sapiens, Neanderthals, Denisovans, Heidelbergensis, Antecessor, and Floresiensis. And even
Estou vendo uma aeronave inimiga logo a leste da sua localização.
In general is 25% faster than 27. What does that turn into in terms of real world numbers? Well, let's say for the sake of discussion that your 1070 is averaging 60 frames per second. That means that a 60 would be getting 62.
What happens if white deltosaurs have to go through doorways? In fact, this body plan was so bizarre and clumsy that reptiles evolved the same body independently 4 more times. The next 2 times switched it up a bit. Instead of bone growth, the wing support
do have records of some of the highly detailed jobs that the medieval peasant was expected to do. The Black Book of Peterborough, which was made between 1125 and 1128, specifies each man must plough 4 acres for the spring sowing.
Que horror, coitado do bicho.
Imediatamente.
Hier, erste Hilfe.
console, peasants!
Well, we've talked a lot about why I find this game lackluster, but before we wrap this all up, I haven't got around to by far the most important part. Despite everything I've said, this is what it all comes down to. With everything I've said about the
all enemies robs all of the supporting characters like Genos of any meaning they've derived from their struggles. The rate at which One Punch Man keeps subverting common anime and superhero tropes is just pure greatness, I think. Saitama just warning for what our bold hero might become should he find no way to leave his obsession behind. On a larger scale, I also found that One Punch Man criticizes the concept of superhero societies in general. How can creators keep upping the stakes and make it interesting for fans? We have to judge him not by his appearance, but by his actions and personality. No epic hair and no badass costume. Saitama is so special as a main character because people love him for just being himself.
Relationship between body traits of different species. Let's start with genetics. As recently as 2017, a study used statistical modeling to look at the evolutionary rates of nearly 1,200 genes within 89 modern mammals. The researchers suggested that the ancestors of placenta
Unfortunately, flooding caused by the Aswan Dam and a poor state of preservation in the region have done much to keep us from learning more about these groups. By the 2500s BC, it is as a result of these battles that we first hear of the infamous Nubian archers. Let us now review what these would have looked like. We can start to get a sense of this from numerous artistic depictions and featured feather fletchings attached with an adhesive along with a knock end. Meanwhile, their points were capped by a variety of arrowhead forms. Herodotus states that these were made of stone, but we have evidence of...
You don't like it? Cancel the pre-order and just wait to see what these guys are going to do for launch. Because I'll be honest, man, they can sit there and say that they fixed a lot of these bugs. It's a 2-month-old build and they've already been working on whatever else. It's all lip service at the end of the game.
Or didn't, not caring too much about if Battlefield 1 was true to the Battlefield formula or not. And I won't even get into the train wreck release of Battlefield 5 for all the various reasons since I've covered it extensively before, but seriously man, Battlefield 2042 is right on.
Meb, you'll just run over it. Using your pistol is just pointless. The only thing I used it for is to kill myself, which at that point takes away from the whole purpose of Medic. I really hope they polish that all out. Either make the pistol easier to use, because that as well, the pistol is impossible to connect with. You waste...
getting used to and playing and getting even kind of good at. I backburnered Battlefield after Battlefield 4 because Hardline was fun sometimes, 1 was fun sometimes, but less. And Battlefield 5, I only had fun if I had a coordinated squad in the moment.
Também é quase nunca acerta tiro.
The ammonium nitrate. He said that what is available or useful is not more than at that time 900. How do you say?